Today, I'd like to show you what a typical UNI website looks like, all the cool features you get when you order a website from us for only $149, some additional features if you're interested. So it's a bit of a long video, grab some popcorn and let's take a look at some really cool websites. Okay, so the website we're looking on is called Sweet Gut Treats and Custom Cakes. As you can see, it's very clear in the header what this business is and what they are selling in the least amount of words possible. If you're interested, you can also put a subheader underneath the main header, and here you can load it with a bunch of different key terms. So for example, for this website it would be cakes, pastries, desserts, stuff like that, but it's very obvious what this client is selling in the name and in the image behind it. So the most important things that we have here when we create copy for your website is one, that it's clear for your customers, and two, that it's loaded with key terms so other people searching can also find your business. Another great way to think of this section, if you're trying to come up with your own tags, let's say, is to think about what you would search for if you were in the market for the item that you are selling. So if you have a pizza restaurant, maybe you want to include words like gluten-free, or maybe if you're selling candles, you want to include words like, non-toxic, stuff like that. Okay, so that's enough about the header and subheader. Let's talk about the Google My Business integration, which is located right here. We've put it right up front in order to showcase reviews. Keep in mind that you can manage all of these reviews from the UNI hub, which you will obviously have access to. And anyone that buys a item or service on your website will be prompted to leave a review for your business, which obviously helps boost reputation and trust. The more reviews you get, the more trust you build towards your brand, website, products, which means more sales. So if we click on this area, it will actually take us to the bottom of the page. This is where this client has requested their reviews to be. So here you can see exactly all the different reviews from Google. You can also add a review from this section, and you can obviously look over and make sure to respond to as many reviews as you can, good or bad. This will give your business even more credibility. So while we're still on the topic of reviews, there's also another thing you can do called testimonials, where you can manually input reviews. So this person has decided to call it Happy Customers, and they've added names and the reviews along with pictures. Keep in mind to make sure to update your testimonials and descriptions, because it'll make your website look even more trustworthy, and this owner has done a really good job of keeping their testimonial area nice and clean. Okay, so we took a little bit of a detour there to talk about the reviews, but let's go from the top of the website to the bottom from here on out. So the next section we have is the My Profile area. So the owner for this business has decided to use this area to talk about what they make, why they make it, for who they make it for. So you can put a bunch of different information here about your business and the products that you're making. You'll notice that the pictures are very high quality. Having high quality images is very important. We've written plenty of different articles on taking quality photos. I'll leave a link down below to this article specifically. We'll probably make a video on it in the near future, how to create amazing product photos on a budget. So it talks a lot about lighting, it talks about the positioning, the backdrops, the camera, stuff like that, if you want to learn more. And if we scroll on down, we can see a gallery area where the owner has once again done a fantastic job of taking quality photos of the cakes and pastries they make. So definitely important to take high quality, high resolution photos and obviously format them correctly, which, this is something that UNI will integrate into your website. It would be on you to take quality photos of your business or your services, and then we can go from there. Okay, so scrolling on down into the amenities section, this section is sort of optional. It'll really depend on the kind of business you're running. So if you're running, let's say, an online 24/7 business, this area isn't really going to be useful if you want to put down your hours of operation, stuff like that. But if you're running a brick and mortar business, this is exactly where you put that information. This client has used this area to put some extra information about the products they sell. So gluten-free, cake customizations, cakes and pies are available in minis. So that's a lot of useful information to people that are looking to purchase these cakes. Okay, scrolling on down, we've already talked about the testimonial area. Finally, we get into the product area, and here are all the different cakes and pastries this person sells. Once again, great use of the photos. The photos are really class, and if you want to click and get more information, you can click on any individual item, or you can also add it to cart. I will show you that in a moment how that looks. So this is a newsletter feature that is an additional thing that you can get on the premium plan. So if you're interested in that, obviously we can talk more about that in the future, but let's close this for now And here we have different options for, let's say, brownies, and a lot of useful key terms and descriptions for the product. So brownies are a wonderful treat any day of the week. Many options to choose from, and all baked with the freshest ingredients. We have fudge, walnut, death by chocolate, German chocolate, blondies, Oreo. So these are just loaded with a lot of different key terms. If you'd like, you can also click the option that they have and add it to cart. And we have a fully functional, fully working cart. You can modify the quantities here, and once you're ready to click checkout, it would take you to the payment section, and that's where you would put in your information and actually purchase this product. So one thing that I also want to bring forward to your attention is this description area, which we found from our own internal studies is extremely useful. So product descriptions with 10 plus words have 3 times higher sales than those with less. And these product descriptions make it easier for Google to find you and to rank you higher in search. Okay, so we're done with the menu section. As you can see, a lot of quality products from this person. We've talked about the review section. Let's jump into the follow us on Instagram page. This is your social media page. You can also put your, let's say, TikTok videos on here. So it's extremely important to have various social media outlets for many different reasons. And one of those reasons would be customers checking to see if your business is legitimate. I mean, I'm sure you've gone on certain businesses' websites and you want to check out their social media pages if they're still active, if they're still being updated, to see just how legitimate this business is. Also, obviously, keep in mind that different customers use different social media platforms, and you want to cast the biggest net possible. And another way to look at it is if you, let's say, hypothetically get a customer to follow you on one of these social media platforms, and let's say some point down the road they want to buy another product of yours, whether it's for themselves or for someone else. Well, if you're constantly updating your social media, they'll be reminded, oh yeah, I bought this great cake from this person, I'd love to do it again. And that's really invaluable to small businesses. So just to show you some pictures from this client's Instagram, we have a nice video of a spinning cake. We have a nice doctor or nurse style cake. So very important in this day and age to keep your social media active, to continuously get new clients and remind old clients that they can, once again purchase some of your products. Okay, so then lastly, we scroll on down into the contact area. So here you can leave requests, or if you have any questions for this business about their cakes and whatnot. It's very good to keep this area to be able to respond to questions, comments, concerns. You want to look, you want to be as legitimate as possible. So you want to make sure to be constantly addressing and making sure you're meeting the needs of your customers. So that's pretty much this website. There's still a bunch of things we got to talk about. Obviously, we also have the opening hours and the contact me section, which this person has put a phone number and a business email, which is something you do get on the standard $149 plan. But let's also talk about these products and different marketplaces. So one of the coolest features we have is called the one button integration. So it syndicates your product catalog out to Google, Facebook, and Instagram shop. So it doesn't matter how they find you. We want to make this conversion process as seamless as possible. So if they want to buy a cake from any of these platforms, they can do that with ease. So some other things we didn't talk about. First of all, this awesome logo. You can create your logo a few different ways. You can obviously hire someone to do it for you. You can do it in Photoshop, or lastly, you can have access to our super easy to use logo editor tool, which comes standard with the regular $149 plan. It's very important to have high quality logos. From our own internal studies, we saw that business owners with customized logos average 2.8 times sales versus the owners without them. So very important to have professional looking, clean looking logos. And if you're worried about graphic design, I know that I have horrendous drawing abilities. I would not want to be creating my own logo. Don't worry, the custom logo tool that you get with UENI is actually really easy to use, and you don't need any technical background or even artistic ability to create a logo. And this is something hundreds of thousands of businesses have done in creating their own logos. So that was just one of our clients' websites. There's something else I wanted to show you. This, if you're interested in creating blogs, for example, we also have that feature. There's a bunch of other different features, but for this client, the Swiss Aviator, a website to help secure the first step to a successful aviation career. Really, really cool website, by the way. If you go into the blog section, you will see that you can create your own custom blogs, and you can do it with relative ease, as this person has done with their flight business, which once again, really cool. Also, I wanted to show you just another really nice looking website that I'm really proud of our team for creating this one. Just the beautiful light blue with the artwork from the client. They are selling, capturing the sea and the memories it brings. So it looks like handmade crafts and arts. Really cool website, really nice. This is just one of the thousands of cool looking websites that we've created. Obviously, if you're interested, there's going to be links in the description. You can check out other examples. So these are some of our clients, some of the cool websites that we've made. And, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We have a bunch of other things we didn't even talk about. You get a website that is mobile optimized, which is really cool. I don't know if you've ever tried to create your own website, but you have to basically create your website once, and then you have to optimize it again for mobile, which can be quite a bit tedious, to be honest. Then you also get SEO friendly text and meta tags, so that's really cool. Really important to have that so people can find your website. There are other cool features that are not shown in this video, obviously, just because we don't have enough time in the day to talk about it, but we also have an attractive profile section and a team section, as you see on the screen before you. If these are things that you would like to have on your website, it's something that you can do easily with UENI. So these websites look really cool, right? What if I told you they're only $149? Would you believe me? Well, that's the truth. That's how much they are. If you'd like to learn more about UENI, I will leave a link down below if you'd like to sign up. If you want to learn more about our products, even our competition, we've started making a bunch of different videos on this channel, so feel free to browse and check them out. And if you want to see more content like this, obviously consider dropping a like, subscribing for more content like this, and I'll see you next time. Peace.